Good morning, cultists! Welcome to a brand new breakfast with CthuLoops. So we recently finished our Pirates of the Mediterranean campaign, which went pretty well. I didn't get all the achievements that I wanted, but I still consider it a success. And today, we embark upon a new campaign. I held a poll for my Patreon supporters where they could choose from a couple of different campaigns, and the majority of the votes were for a series in India. So that's where we're headed today. Our last campaign was relatively short, being under 100 episodes, so this is going to be a long one. I like to alternate between long and short campaigns. Essentially, I'm aiming for a whole bunch of achievements from the series, such as, but not limited to, Looking East and West, Red Sea Resort, My Very Own Subcontinent, What Schism, The British Raj, Kali Ma, Papal Mache, and last but not least, White Hun. So, without further ado, let's get started. We have to start in the early Middle Ages to get the White Hun achievement. Just make sure. And to get White Hun achievement, you actually need to start as this lowly count in Mohadavaska. Just as a bit of a preamble, I am going to butcher a lot of these names, so I apologize in advance if this is your language. I can't speak any of the languages in India, so this is going to be brutal if you do in fact speak these languages, or even if you don't, I'm just going to end up butchering them. I'll do my best, but you know, obviously my talents are rather limited in this regard. So yeah, we have to start as this character. The most important thing being that he is Saka, which I believe is a Iranian subculture. So yeah, let's hope that we get a good character from this guy. And we are going to go with the same rules that we had for our last campaign, except with Aztec invasion turned off. Not that it actually got triggered, but yeah. So the rules are going to be Aztec invasion turned off, major epidemics delayed dynamic, shattered retreat off because that's garbage, defensive packs off because I found that defensive packs only just slow down your progress, and supernatural events, I find them hilarious. A little game breaking at times, but hilarious, which is why I often have them turned on and unrestricted. And I hate de jure drift because it just ends up in the worst border gore possible. I mean, it's a bit of a double-edged sword turning off de jure drift, but we're just gonna go for it turned off. And obviously Iron Man turned on because we want those sweet, sweet, delicious achievements. Alright. Let's get started. You guys ready for this? Start game, Iron Man, Mohadavaska? Absolutely not. This is going to be Iron Man, White Hun. And boom. Oh. Alright, okay. So, the Saka have no unique culture effects. And we are starting out as Hindu, so priests can marry, rulers can raid infidel neighbors for loot. Oh, really? Hindu men can take up to 3 concubines, caste traits have great effect on opinions, there is and can exist no religious head. I always thought this sentence could have been phrased a little better. Can only declare holy wars against non-Indian religions. Ah, okay, so you can't be holy blasting our neighbors in the asses. I see. Well, first, let's take a look at our character. Wow, holy crap. We got really lucky with a very, very martial character. Which is kind of interesting because he isn't actually martially educated, but he starts out with a base of 8 in martial. That is crazy good. Wow, holy shit, did we get lucky. It also helps that we're brave and wroth. Yeah, I'd say that helps a lot. Alright, well, I guess we got lucky. Let's go ahead and set our ambition to become the king of Gujarat. I believe, yeah. Can we become the king of Gujarat? I don't think we can in this guy's lifetime, so let's just go ahead and maybe acquire a title? Groom an heir? I guess we might as well groom an heir, right? Sure, I guess. I mean, seeing as how I already have a child, I don't really want another one, because as soon as we gain territory, we'll most likely end up with fractured possible inheritance or whatever. And let's set our focus to... I think I'll actually go with war. Yeah, might be a little overkill, but that extra little oomph in our martial score should help out a little bit. Alright, so next thing that we should do is go ahead and recruit a court physician. You have sent messengers and scouts out in all directions to scour the realm for skilled physicians that would be willing to take up residence in your court. Word should reach you shortly if they manage to find a suitable candidate. However, hopefully they will not bring back a quacksalver. Alright, that's great. And also let's choose a patron deity. These are the three gods of the Trimurti, the Great Trinity. Perhaps I should choose one of them as my patron deity. Can go with Fair Shiva and his trident. Increases our martial but lowers our diplomacy. All-powerful crowned Vishnu lowers our martial and increases diplomacy. Maihi Brahma. Literally unplayable. But I'm assuming he meant Mighty Brahma, he of four faces. And get an increase to our intrigue and lower our stewardship. Or choose from other powerful deities. Kali the Slayer, an agent of time, increase our martial and lower learning. Ganesha, I believe Ganesha is the elephant-headed god. Lower intrigue, increase learning. Ganga of the waters, she who purifies, lowers martial and increases stewardship. Interesting. Well, seeing as how we should just pour all our efforts into martial, let's go ahead with the increase in martial and lower in learning. That's fine. And next most important thing, our chancellors are, I guess, fairly, sorry, not our chancellors, but our council members are fairly decent. Now, just as a bit of a preamble, or I guess full disclosure, I have tried playing the early parts of this campaign before, just as like a little practice run to see how the first few years go by. And this county usually gets absorbed by this guy, and then one of these counties usually gets absorbed by the by our liege here, who is the king of the Pratihara kingdom. So I'm actually gonna wait before we send our chancellor out to fabricate claims, because I don't want to end up wasting our time and fabricating the wrong one. Alright, so we'll leave our chancellor, or our marshal will obviously train troops, our steward can collect taxes, and our spy master can go ahead and study technology up in the Western Protectorate. And our... what was the title for this? Ah, shit. Court Mystic? That's not it. Court Religious Dude. Fuck it. Whatever. You can actually research cultural technology in our capital. And I think that's good for now. Let's also change our laws. We want to be revoking titles left, right, and center. But that being said, I don't know if we necessarily want to be revoking this guy's title. So let's try to assassinate him instead. That's obviously the better option between just revoking or, you know, whatever. Alright, so hopefully we'll get some people to support us and get this fired off sooner rather than later. And let's also auto-assign commanders. I think that's good. Now, I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to give away some honorary titles. I don't know if we necessarily want to be rewarding our steward. He is... Don't tell him I said this, but he's probably gonna die soon. You know, if we're lucky. If we're not lucky, then he's gonna live on forever. In fact, he might even outlive me. A court physician, we can actually take this guy on, but he's slothful, gluttonous, and greedy. Maybe not. Alright, well, let's go ahead and let time pass, finally. And in fact, I think we're actually gonna let time pass rather quickly, initially. Because there's not a lot of stuff that we can do right now. And we can't even do border dispute wars right off the bat, because we need karma and gold. 100 karma and 100 gold. If we want to do a border dispute war with someone who is not of the same religion, it's actually costing us less karma or piety points. So there's that. Your scouts inform you of a most skilled physician residing in a nearby village. Even though he lacks any formal schooling and supposedly is a raging alcoholic, the villagers swear that he has been able to cure any ailment afflicting them. This Zambasta could easily be persuaded to take up residence in your court. No formal schooling, and he's also a detached priest. We could even just have this guy do it instead, although his slothful and gluttonousness might not really help out. The drunkard part definitely doesn't help his situation, but you know what? Sure, I'm willing to take the risk and go broke for it. Dang nabbit. Alright, so whenever we have the chance, let's try to... Let's try to... What was I gonna say? Shit, now I've forgotten. Fuck. But yeah, I should also get married, but I kind of don't really want to because I don't want to have an extra child or extra son on my hands and then risk our realm being fractured upon succession. So what I could do instead is I've noticed that there is a religious society that's available to Hindus, and I believe this is like a similar thing to the religious societies that are immediately available to Christians, in that we can get to the second rank and take a vow of celibacy, which should help out with the having too many babies situation. Unfortunately, we also require some money. What, do I actually need to make a donation to join? Good grief. This guy wants to invite me for a carousing? Sure, I guess we'll do it. As long as it benefits me some way. Ooh, steward, thank you for the money. Let's go ahead and join this religious society now that we have the money. Peace be upon you, Thakur Toramana. We are delighted by your decision to join our ranks as a lay member, Thakur. Together we shall strive for the betterment of ourselves and our fellow Hindus by following the 4 Purusharthas. Great. There goes my money. You son of a bitch. Oh, right. So whenever we get the chance, we should try to upgrade our castle town first, so that we can increase our monthly balance. There's a rumor about an artist in the vicinity that creates the most magnificent landscape paintings with features of human nature. Oh, 25 gold. I don't think we're going to be at war anytime soon, or be in a position to be able to declare war anytime soon. So sure, let's get myself a painting. Did I actually get it? I have no idea. You have arrived at the private rooms of Thakur Bart. There is plenty of food and drink here, and the mood is decidedly merry. You are looking forward to this. Right, let's do this. These days of revelry are an excellent escape. So many laughs and so many intense conversations in such a short time. It brings you closer to your companions. It feels like you feel like good friends already. Great. Can I actually form an alliance with them? No. Alright, so does anyone have a daughter that I can to whom I can betroth my son? Because if there is, we might be able to form an alliance fairly early on, but it doesn't seem like I have any options here. Alright, well, fair enough then. Actually, son, can I betroth you to someone? No, not right now anyways. Alright, a little bit of boost of prestige is nice. My co-conspirator, Padatkaina, has let me know that that guy will die by poisoned wine at an upcoming banquet. Great. Let's hope it actually succeeds. I got a personal unveiling of the painting I commissioned for. The artist truly did a remarkable job with it. A magnificent painting. Increases monthly prestige. Nice. This remarkable painting almost comes to life and brings you outdoor in nature while you are still observing it under a roof. A truly enchanting piece of art. Just because you're under a piece of roof does not mean that you are not on nature. What if you were out exploring, right? And you found this like dilapidated old... Well, it appears that I am now a known murderer. Great start. Absolutely great start. Son of a bitch. Thankfully, though, on the plus side, we did gain this barony here, so that's nice, but shit. I hate that I was discovered. Fuck, and this guy's not even Hindu. Can I maybe bribe him so that he doesn't think that I'm in... Oh, that we have religious differences? I guess it doesn't really matter. It's fine for now. Okay, so, I think the first year has passed. I should try to revoke someone's county. This guy is... Right, that's not him, that's us. Okay, so I actually want his county over this county because he's got the extra barony over there that we could possibly take as well. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. Terrain is key to winning battles. If I focus my studies, I believe I can master the tactics of one type of terrain. Alright, so what terrain are we surrounded with? Plains, desert, plains, jungle. 99% plains. Well, I think we should go with flat terrain expert then. Rough terrain is for forest and hills. Unfortunately, no jungle expert thing, but I don't think we're actually surrounded by much jungle at all. Maybe farther down south? Farther east, actually, is a lot of jungle. But to the west is mostly plains. Alright, flat terrain expert it is. Okay. You want to take a concubine. Ah, the wife of the guy that we just murdered. Oops. I guess, sure, you can take her if you want. I mean, she's Jane, and she also doesn't like the fact that well, actually, she didn't seem to mind too much. And you also want to take her as a concubine. You son of a bitch. You greedy rat motherfucker. How many concubines do you need? 3, obviously, but still. Work can be tedious, and when one problem is solved, another one pops up. I tire of having to complete the same tasks over and over again. Come on, luck be my lady tonight. Let's be diligent. Ah, you son of a bitch. A Buddhist yogi has appeared at your court, seeking audience. He speaks to you of the ways of the Buddha, and of how to reach wisdom by rejecting excess and moderating your desires. No? Thank you very much. I'm kind of happy being Hindu right now. That may change in the future. I'm sure we'll be doing a lot of switching back and forth between Buddhism, Jainism, and Hinduism. But for now, at least, you remain Hindu. Ah, damn. There's a rebellion. Unfortunately, I can't wage a war because I don't think I have the karma? Yeah, I don't have the karma, nor do I have the gold. Wait, I should have the karma. What are you talking about? We can't because we don't have the gold. Right, we need 50 or more ducats. Wait, why 50 or more ducats? I thought it was 100, no? Has personal wealth greater or equal to 50 ducats? But then we lose 50 ducats when we declare the war? I'm a little confused. Well, regardless, how can I rely on my generals when their understanding of warfare is so lacking compared to my own? I could teach this guy a thing or two. Ah, son of a bitch! Son of 10 bitches. Alright, can we actually move you over to this one? We can, good. See, this one got absorbed by this asshole over here. Jerk. Alright, let's lecture him on flat terrain. He gratefully accepted my lessons on the art of war. With more generals like me, who can stand against us? Well, I mean, you say that, but... There are a few monasteries close by where the lay members of the Advaita Matha frequently convene. As such, it is expected that I every so often attend these meetings, and that I spend a fair amount of time at these monasteries to get in touch with the monastic foundations of the orders. Such a period is about to start. Alright, I will fulfill my duties as expected. Doesn't sound very enthusiastic. Peace be upon you, Chhatra Toramana. The Order and Brahma cares much for the souls of our members. As such, we would like to advise you to go on a pilgrimage, since you have not yet done so. Okay, well, this isn't gonna kill me, is it? Better fucking not. Alright, well, let's do it. Let's go on a pilgrimage. We don't have the money, or... Oh, I'm a commander. Can I not be a commander, please? Ah, I see. Well, nope, absolutely not. Nope, you can fight your own fucking wars. And let's go on a pilgrimage. I shall do a pilgrimage to one of the holy sites of the Hindu faith, seeking enlightenment and purification. And we gain karma. Oh, not bad. There are many places a devout Hindu might visit during a pilgrimage. They will undoubtedly all offer enlightenment, but a closer location may make for a safer journey. I will go to the eternal city of Varanasi to cleanse myself at the Ghats. I will travel to the mountain of Girnar. I will seek Mathura, birthplace of Krishna. I don't know where any of these are. I don't know which one's closer to me. But Eternal City sounds pretty awesome. Let's go there. Watch it be like right outside our gates or something. Oh, you've arrived at the Eternal City of the whatever. Turns out that it's not that holy because it's like right outside your door. I have now been at the monastery for a few days, surrounded by others who share my passion for Brahma, and yet I still find I miss having a friend. Chatra, Kusan, and myself seem to be getting along quite well though. Perhaps this could blossom into a true friendship if we did something together. I'm sure you would greatly enjoy playing a game of military strategy. So for 5 years I can actually increase my martial by 2. Or I can discuss the Mahabharata and increase our learning, stewardship, or diplomacy. Marshal, please. Ah, look at that. 20 marshal guys. Holy crap, holy. Thakur Parankusan truly enjoyed my suggestion and we have become close friends. We regularly seek each other out during our free time and I'm starting to notice that it affects my focus on my monastic duties. Let's focus on my duties. It is why I'm here after all. So we just become close friends and we gain 25 karma and increase our learning for 10 years. Let's spend more time with my friend. We become close friends. What is the harm? It is not as if we are doing anything unnatural. I'd say let's just go for the karma gain. I packed my things and made preparations for my household to make do without me. It is time to set out for the ancient city of Varanasi. Soon I shall cleanse my body in the Ganges as generations have before me. Wait, isn't that right here? No, that's the Indus. Sorry. Where's the Ganges? Oh, that's the Ganges. Alright. Ganges? Ganges? I don't know how to pronounce it. My journey begins. I've heard this, I mean, obviously I've heard the name of this major, very famous religious holy river before. I just never remember how it's actually pronounced. The dry season is upon us and there's no water in sight. A pilgrim's life can sometimes harsh? Do you mean a pilgrim's life can be sometimes harsh? Or can sometimes be harsh and unforgiving, but it is clear this is taking a heavier toll on the villages I pass by than it does on me. Alright, so we can attempt to alleviate their suffering, lose some money, but gain karma. I don't really want to gain cynical. Yeah, because that reduces our monthly karma. Let's be charitable, even though that'll basically make me bankrupt. Everything seems to taste foul today. Was it the local cuisine or that night spent camping in the swamp? It is hard to say for sure, but something is not right with this pilgrim. Small offering and then I must continue onwards. 50% chance of beginning to feel unwell. I mean, I'd rather take the lower chance of feeling unwell. Damn it, I gained cynical. Shit all over it. The Eternal City. At the confluence of the Varuna and the Asi lies one of the oldest cities of India, known by names such as Varanasi, Kasi, or Banaras. This is also one of the holiest places in the world. For thousands of years, pilgrims have visited the hundreds of temples and the many ghats that lead into the holy river Ganges. They have sought enlightenment and purification, or in some cases, to die in this place where salvation is guaranteed. Eager to perform your own cleansing, you approach the Dashashwamed Ghats. A set of stairs said to have been created to welcome Shiva by Lord Brahma millennia ago. We reflect on Ganges, Krishna, and the cycle of rebirth. I believe it is time for a bath. That's great. Many pilgrims have stories of the experiences from their journeys and the great enlightenment or purification achieved at the destination. I've expected much more than I have found here. The place is certainly full of monks, sadhus, priests, and holy men, but neither circumambulation, meditation, or cleansing has left me with anything but an empty feeling of doubt. Is it because I'm cynical? What is my purpose here? Oh man. I am home at last after a long journey. While it's said that a pilgrimage can rejuvenate the soul and body, I cannot claim it did it for me. On the whole, this has been a most disappointing experience. So I lose a little bit of karma, but I do gain the pilgrim trait. Alright, my home is my castle. That's great. And there we go. We gain 300 devotion. And we can imprison this guy. He's the guy who did the actual assassination of the guy that we revoked the... that we inherited the... Who am I kidding? Everyone knows I assassinated this guy. But anyways, so far no fabrication of any claims. I don't know if I can actually blast this guy in the ass. Nope. Nope, nope, no. Oh, now I need 68.59. Why is that? That adds up to 100. And we just lost our court religious dude. Court chaplain, that's what it is. Right, okay, fine. Then I guess I'll have my own court physician as the court chaplain instead. Upon the conclusion of a long council meeting, you decide to make a toast. Of course, one toast eventually becomes many, and time seems to slip away. Later, as you leave the council chamber, you stumble and fall on your face. You can feel a taste in your blood, taste of blood in your mouth, and dizziness is setting in. Don't die, don't die. Not dead. Fantastic. Alright, otherwise... I introduced Thakur Bart to Thakur Paran of Nellore, hoping they could get along, but apparently Thakur Bart was not interested in making an effort. You son of a bitch. I've seen how Thakur Paran handles swords, and it is not a pretty sight. Half of the time he seems to forget which side is a sharp one. Should I laugh or should I cry at his incompetence with a sword? Now he seems to think I could teach him all I know. Alright, sure. I mean, I guess. Or I could ask him to pay me. Nah, let's just be generous. Okay, so far... lacking action. And you want me to pick the theology focus? Absolutely not. Hell no. Martial is the way to go, good sir. Now get out of my face. Your daily routine involves repeatedly swinging your blade at a training dummy. However, you can only learn so much from finding an inanimate enemy, and the practice gets dreadfully dull after a while. Alright, so let's practice with my Chancellor / Mayor and be friends with him. While pondering over the guest list of the banquet, I wondered if I should invite one of my friends. Let's do it. I rushed around trying to get everyone to work harder, not smarter, to get everything ready for the banquet. When the guests started to arrive, I waited impatiently for Thakur Paran, but still did my best to make sure every guest felt welcome and found its designated place at my table. He was the last to arrive. That's great. Don't really care. I just want someone to get weak enough and for me to get strong enough that I can blast him in the ass and take some territory. Go with Thrift, and then eventually we'll switch her education over to Martial. So far, no candidates for ass blasting. Aha! However, we might be able to form an alliance with this guy. But right now, I believe he's getting his ass blasted by him, maybe? Or... well, he's the guy that we want to attack, so I don't think forming an alliance with him is the best idea. I guess maybe we'll get her betrothed to my heir. Or to me, maybe? Alright, well, I mean... I guess... And then afterwards we can form an alliance. Which might not be the worst idea in the world, I guess. Is that what we want, though? Damn. I guess so, but wait. Let's maybe wait until the end of the war here and see how powerful he is. Because he could be decently powerful there, but not overly so right now, at least. Do we have any better options for steward? I mean, not really. Because everyone else is kind of good at their job-ish. Ah, fine. I guess stewardship isn't... Having a good steward isn't all that important right now. So still... Oh, no, we can actually do a border dispute war now. My court physician has shared some of his latest ideas with me. I do not know much of medicine, but perhaps he's onto something. He asked me for some money to develop his theory further and write a book on it. I mean, this is actually a way for him to become a renowned physician, I guess. But that's a lot of money for me right now. That being said, though... I suppose it is possible for me to take this guy's territory down here. Just... possibly. Is that what I want, though? Alright, well, I'm assuming he is... What war is this? Oh, de jure war. Interesting. Over Bangladesh. Oh, I see. Okay, well, take the money, because I'm still waiting for this guy to win or lose his war. And he is currently losing his war. My food has tasted strange lately, and I've begun to eat less and less for fear of being poisoned. I don't trust the spy master to find the poisoner. The only one I can rely on is my friend. Alright, sure. Okay, so I could... Thakur Bart did agree with me that the food tasted strange, but wasn't entirely certain someone was trying to poison me. I gave Thakur Bart permission to talk to and interrogate whomever he saw fit, and the cook confessed to having used rancid meat in the stews and was trying to cover up the taste with a lot of spices. Some poisonous unless used in moderation. The cook didn't intend to poison me, but it was close. Alright, so we gain a little bit of intrigue. And we lost our martial friend. Died of terminal leprosy. Well, that's unfortunate. What's also unfortunate is the fact that I cannot currently recruit a new martial character. Well, then let's go with this. I guess, sure. He's not bad, I suppose. There. Okay. Is he gonna lose his war? Yeah, he's most likely gonna lose his war. And what's this? Consumption? Oh, man. Really? Fuck. I don't want to catch a disease and die on my first episode. While attending prayer one early morning, I noticed Brother Samgramapida dozing off in his seat. Meanwhile, our fellow members of the Advaita Matha are deep in their contemplation and do not seem to have noticed yet. I should wake him up before anyone catches on, or he looks like he could take a nap. Let's just wake him up, I guess. I gently prod at some grandpa, but I get no reaction. Then I shove my elbow into his side, causing him to cough and open his eyes, a flash of anger in them. His face turns red as he blinks, the situation dawning on him suddenly. Thank you, he mumbles, sheepishly. So I could ask him for a favor, or I could just have him increase his opinion. Let's just go for the opinion. Please, consumption, don't invade my lands. Please, please, pleasey, please. Come on, come on. Everybody lies, and the courtiers in Mohadavaska are no exception. One of them dared to speak up and tell me I'm too cynical and not everybody lies. Then I knew they all lied. After Padat told me not everybody lies, I almost started laughing. I told him that if he could prove that, I would start believing in mankind again. So I actually have a 20% chance of losing cynical. Come on, lose cynical. Nope, not today. Zambasta has published his new theory, and apparently it has become the laughing stock of the entire medical community. It is being read as entertainment by scholars throughout the realm. And he's become dull. That's great. That's great. And I lose prestige for sponsoring him. What a son of a bitch. Come on, man. Are you done with your war yet? Come on, just lose or something. There you go. I mean, it's not a good thing that he lost his war. He didn't actually lose a lot of his potential army size, which is great. As you replace your training dummy with a real person, you find that facing an intelligent enemy is a lot harder, but also more rewarding. After many bruises and cuts, it's clear that you've gained experience and have better control of a fight than ever before. Awesome. Okay, I'm not quite sure how I feel about starting this tussle right now. I think what I'll do is we'll end the episode off here for now. We'll come back tomorrow, get my heir betrothed to this guy's daughter, form an alliance, and then maybe go to war for this guy's territory for either one of these, I think. I'll probably go with the one with the actual barony here. Take that over, hopefully, after winning the war, take that over, and then maybe try to take this barony over, and then try to get some more troops that way. It is kind of unfortunate that we're known as a, that we're a known murderer, but, it's fine. It's only -10 opinion. I think the fact that I'm a foreigner is just almost as bad as the fact that I'm a known murderer, which is kind of strange to think about, but oh well. Okay, so let's end the episode off here for now. We'll continue this tomorrow and see where this goes. As this is the first episode of the series, I would greatly appreciate it if you could leave a like or leave a comment and let me know what you think so far. Let me know if you're excited. Let me know if you're not excited. Let me know if you have any suggestions or hints or tips on how you got the White Hun achievement or the other achievements that I've listed before. And yeah. And as this is the first episode, I will also mention that if you are interested in backing me financially, I have a Patreon page that I will provide a link to in the description, as well as one of the end cards for this video. So that's, you know, by no means I'm not pressuring anyone. If you are interested in supporting me that way, that is that's an option. I'm just saying. So otherwise, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. All right. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.